Some viewers may find the following video disturbing. Viewer discretion is advised.
So the scene starts with the Skullcrawler chasing the humans. And for whatever reason, this guy decides to turn around as the Skullcrawler is about to eat them.
Are you so damn dumb? You fucking stupid! Come on, man!
And before they could become Skullcrawler breakfast, we hear... And Kong's ready for the smoke. He ain't playing no games this time. These Skullcrawlers have been putting belt to ass on Kong's race since the ancient times. So it's time for him to get his lick back. So the Skullcrawler bites Kong's arm and then jumps on his neck. And this nigga Kong got one of the most durable necks I've ever seen. This should have taken him out, to be honest. But Kong ends up getting up, grabbing his mouth, and then slamming his face against the mountain. Then he goes for another hit, but ends up hitting his elbow. And I know that shit hurt. He hit his funny bone too. I can tell by his face. I know he was holding back tears. I'll be ready to cry just by hitting my elbow on the wall. I can't imagine what hitting your elbow on a giant ass mountain must feel like. Then the Skullcrawler bites his arm again and then slams Kong on the ground. He goes for another bite, but Kong is getting tired of the same old move. So he pushes his face into the water, just for him to get right back up. And then the Skullcrawler starts trying to bite Kong again. And the face Kong is making, I know that breath is kicking Kong's ass. And the position they in looks just like how when niggas try to talk to you and they don't know they breath stink.
And your breath stink, and I know you didn't brush your fucking teeth this morning, but you want to be running around doing fuckery.
Then we cut to see Mason on top of this mountain. But let's be honest, we're not here for the human characters, so let's get back to the fight. So now Kong then upgraded his loadout kit. He got a melee weapon now. That's what I like to see, Kong. A few more upgrades, you'll be a human. So they charge at each other and Kong uses the tree to smack the Skullcrawler's face. I know all of Kong's dead homies watching this excited as hell, but then the Skullcrawler gets up and jumps at Kong. But Kong has already been bitten too many times to be caught by this again. So he grabs his throat to stop him, but then the Skullcrawler tries to little bro him and palms his head and pushes him away. Embarrassing. But then Kong lands in a bunch of chains and realizes he can't move. And I swear, this is exactly how I felt when I was frozen during freeze tag and couldn't move. I was one of the fastest niggas on the playground too. My legacy was ruined when this happened. So I feel for you, Kong. Free my nigga for real. Then the Skullcrawler steps on his chest and starts trying to get freaky. He pulls out his tongue and starts licking Kong's face.
You's a freaky ass nigga!
They start shooting at the Skullcrawler so it can get off of Kong. But just before I could actually celebrate, these niggas run out of bullets. I know Kong was looking at them like,
that shit was not my fault. Y'all are trash. And I mean this from the bottom of my heart. Y'all are trash.
So now the crawler is going straight to where the boat is. And Kong is still chained down and trying to get out. The Skullcrawler is now getting closer to the boat. But Kong is now able to break free from the chains and now he's ready for round 2.
Home free! Home free! Let go! Let go! That bit my tape, boy!
And he's still getting upgrades because now he has a new weapon. This nigga evolving fast as hell. Next he gonna have an AR-15 and start slide canceling. They finally managed to find some bullets and they start shooting at the crawler again. Then Kong whips his chain back and goes for an attack. He hits him in his neck and starts reeling him in like a fish. Then he takes the chain, wraps it around his neck, then slams him into the ground. And before the Skullcrawler could open his mouth, Kong grabs it and shuts it. Then he picks him up and slams him on the ground again. Then swings his ass and throws him into the mountain. But this mountain happened to be the same mountain that Mason was on, so she falls and lands in the water. But then the Skullcrawler tried to sneak attack him, but Kong threw him off and punched him in the face. And I'm telling y'all, man, Kong's hands were elite in this fight. He must have been training with Infernape and Donkey Kong, cause he has mastered the art of monkey combat. Then we cut to see Mason slowly falling in the water, and this scene had me dying. They got her looking like the background of a Gunna album. Now it's time to cut back to Kong, and he's still putting belt to ass. He moving just like a D1 athlete. His attributes went up 50% now that a white woman is in the vicinity.
You don't find that suspicious? You don't find that suspicious? You don't find that suspicious?
He hits him with a punch, then another one. And I want y'all to peep how clean he does this uppercut.
Yeah. I ain't gonna lie, I'm getting cooked.
And he's standing over his opponent too? Nah, this is crazy aura. I gotta give it to him. So before Mason could drown, Kong reaches in the water and picked her up. And remember when I said that he got a 50% bonus when a white girl is around? Well, I forgot to tell y'all that it also comes with a 50% reduction to your awareness. If you don't believe me, let me show you. See? Your ass forgot what the video was even about. Get a grip, nigga. Focus. So now he's staring at his new girl, but the Skullcrawler hits a FNAF jump scare and jumps right on this nigga's arm. And Kong somehow manages to still save the woman while defending himself. But then this freaky ass Skullcrawler wraps his tongue around Kong's whole arm and puts it in his mouth. But Kong not gonna let his white girl get eaten. So he pulls out his arm and literally rips his tongue out of his mouth. And that was the last of the Skullcrawler. He put up a good fight, but it's hard to beat Kong whenever he smells Starbucks coffee and blonde hair in the air. And I don't know what is in this water, but her hair is black now, and it was just blonde 2 minutes ago. So don't ever take y'all's kids to Skull Island on a beach trip. They gonna come out the water looking like this.
12 seconds later.
So Kong realizes she's not blonde anymore and puts her down to go look for another snow bunny to save. And you want to know something crazy about this movie? Kong wasn't even an adult in this whole movie. He was an adolescent. I thought this nigga was grown this whole time. But yeah, that's the video, y'all. This was a shorter one because the original video I had for today got erased, so I had to upload a whole different video today. But hopefully y'all enjoyed it, even if it was shorter than my regular videos. And I do plan on doing more Kong and Godzilla content in the future, so if y'all like that, let me know. Also, let me know what other stuff y'all want me to cover on my channel. I'm making a list for phase 2 on my channel, so I'd really appreciate y'all's input. But I'm tired of talking to y'all niggas. Cue my outro music.